Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, December 10th. Welcome to the Inside Edge. Uh, the story of David Friedland, the rascal king of New Jersey politics, might be one of the most amazing tales in New Jersey political history. Friedland once orchestrated a deal to deny his own party control of the state assembly by moving votes to a Republican candidate for speaker, and then later on faked his own death to avoid going to prison. He grew up in a political family. His father was an assemblyman in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Friedland himself was elected to the legislature in 1965 at age 27. Reelected three times. Deputy Attorney General alleged that Friedland was entirely too comfortable with organized crime. That caused the legislature to create the SCI. But then, just a year later, in 1969, Friedland, just 32 years old, was elected Assembly Minority Leader. This was a deal run by the Hudson County Democrats. He won by just one vote against John Horn, a Democrat from Camden County. While serving as Minority Leader, the New Jersey Supreme Court suspended Friedland's law license for 6 months for being connected to a loan sharking scheme that was being run by a Hudson County crime boss. After flipping 19 assembly seats in a Republican governor's midterm, Democrats captured a razor-thin 40-39 majority in the assembly in 1971. There was one independent. The Reverend S. Howard Woodson from Mercer County emerged as the Democratic candidate for Speaker. Horn was to be the majority leader on Woodson's ticket. But the Woodson campaign for Speaker ended when Friedland and three other Democrats he brought along made a deal for Republican Tom Kean to become the Speaker. Friedland became the chairman of the new Assembly Conference Committee, which influenced which bills would reach the floor, and he controlled all the Democratic patronage jobs, and Friedland also negotiated committee chairmanships for some Democrats of his choosing. After 4 years off, he defeated incumbent state senator in a Democratic primary with 77% of the vote. That was 1977, and he returned to the legislature, but he was only a state senator for a short time before he became the target of a federal corruption probe. He and his father were indicted in October 1979 on charges that they took kickbacks about $4 million worth from a loan made by Teamsters Local 701. He was convicted on that charge and on tax evasion and witness tampering charges, and was shown the door from the Senate in 1980. About 3 weeks before he was due to appear in court for sentencing, Friedland disappeared while scuba diving in the Bahamas. He gave the impression that he was dead, but he wasn't dead. Instead, he used a fake passport to travel through Europe and Asia. He sent the U.S. Marshal on a worldwide hunt before his arrest 26 months later in the Maldives Island, where he was working as a diving instructor. Friedland sought asylum in Libya from Muammar Gaddafi. He helped the U.S. government recover Stinger missiles from Afghanistan during a drugs for weapons scheme. And so finally, he was sentenced to about 15 years in prison and was released after just 9. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow.